And before I even get started, Akachi, I would like to thank you for that wonderful introduction. And I also like to welcome some awesome guests that we have here today. But before we even do that, I would like us to have a moment of silence on behalf of our dear board member, Chioma Ubechi. She lost her mother yesterday. As you can imagine, she is in great distress right now. So we're just going to take a moment of silence for her. And may her mother's wonderful soul rest in peace. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to this membership tea fundraising event. Let me assure you that your presence at this auspicious occasion is very much appreciated in spite of all the challenges. I'm so grateful that you have graciously granted us a moment to hear about what we do and what we could do even better with your support. Before I make my presentation, I would like to welcome the following dignitaries that are in the audience. If they are not in the audience already, they will be. If I mispronounce your name, please don't take offense. The mistake will not be intentional. I'd like to thank Ashiki Ajamu, President of Pop Solutions, Dibia Ochwaja, Uwa Onyioha, Dean of College of Cheese Education, Cheese University, Hajiya Hadiza Ina Aminu, Deputy Comptroller, Nigeria Correctional Center, Abuja, Mrs. Alao Ajet Kemi, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, Mrs. Chukwu Hana, Nigeria Immigration Services, Mrs. Aina Sani, Deputy Director, Gender Department, Secretary of Federal Capital Territory Authority, FCTA, Nigeria, Mr. Liberty Obon, Joint Faith Peace Initiative, JFPI, Nigeria, Hajiya Ayandiran Folosade, Federation of Muslim Women's Association of Nigeria, FOMWAN, Mrs. Ebele Okoye, Archdiocese, President, Catholic Women Organization, Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Mrs. Indiana Wokike, Director, Ecumenism, Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Susan Nuwu, Secretary, National Council for Women's Society, NCWS, Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Dr. Uwa Onyioha PS, Anthropologist and Dean of College of Leadership, Cheese University, Musa Ododo Abdul Rahman, International Liaison for OMSI, Nigeria, Sharon Denise Allen, Promotional Director for AWMC OMSI, Ego Ndukwe, President of the Mavericks, a political organization in the state of Georgia, and of which I'm a member of the Mavericks, and some of the members who are here today, thank you so very much for being here. All the state directors of OMSI. Some people are going to be coming in a little late due to internet challenges, but it is indeed with gratitude, my sincerest gratitude, that I welcome all of you here today. If I didn't recognize anyone today, it's because I didn't know you were here ahead of time. But thank you to the public also who are joining us from all the different forums that you are joining us today. We appreciate you tremendously. The acronym of our mission is IMPACT, MPACT, Mobilization, Philanthropy, Advocacy, Culture, and Training. The directors of OMSI are going to share our vision. For my part, I am going to keep my comments short because we have a keynote speaker that I'm sure you'll be so excited to meet today. And if we do go over a little bit, please hang in there with us. This was not intentional. Everything, like Akachi said, was supposed to just be so perfect. But anyway, there's nothing perfect in life, so here we are. Here's my backstory towards living a dedicated life, principled on serving others. My father had a tremendous role in me being focused on helping people. One of the greatest and sweetest joys in my life was to hear my father talk to me about what it means to be a good human being, following an experience that I had as a child that could have left me despondent and spiritually empty. Deep gratitude it is for me to thank my father for his intervention. Having me watch the sun rise daily, he will remind me that it is the sun, the greatest thing, the greatest manifestation of God. That's the only thing greater than I, only thing greater than me. In other words, you are more than people say that you are. You're more than what happened to you. He put that in me. He stressed that I had no right to die until I'd made a difference and to never live anywhere unknown. There was a tangible air of adventure and determination after my father unwrapped to me the hidden treasures of giving to others, carefully opening simple moments to reveal the most extraordinary of all miracles, and that is to care, to give of yourself to others. When my father, never missing an opportunity for a teachable moment, sat in his office reading, he would place the tip of his pen in his mouth and hum words to himself to magnify the comprehension of what he was reading. And he was reading aloud so I could hear as well. My mother would send me into his office as a punishment when I misbehaved. But it always turned out to be so much more unexpected and so much more valuable when I went into his office. He would ask me to sit and listen and hear him catch his breath as he recognized something deep and true about what he was reading, something known but perhaps missed by others. What my father saw and remembered for me and gave back to me is a sense of gratitude for being awakened, for being alive. Again, something so truly precious. The joy that giving to others adds to my life. The more I give to others, the more precious my life will be. He stressed that. I realized that my life is made of days. That is only in those days and what I feel in them that will give me peace and make my living worth remembering. The peace, joy, and healing sprinkled in body-hugging thousands of tiny miracles that puncture a hole in the prison that binds people who are suffering and must live handicapped because of a lack of everything. My father was a student of miracle of life, the miracle of opening and allowing kindness to rule. My mother was the alchemist of the ordinary. She invited us to see, to taste, to touch, to dance and feel our way into the heart of life, which is to touch and to feel and to the joy of igniting hope in others. She reminded me that life is made not just of days, but also moments. She reminded me that my life, any life well lived, is firmly planted in the sweet soil of these moments, those moments when a struggling human being will say, "Thank you, Uwa, thank you," and hug me and want to sing my praise, even though I didn't ask for it, but just because I showed that I cared. My father suffered from prostate cancer, and we almost lost him because of it. But what really killed my father was pneumonia. But even then, in his heart, he became more and more mindful and thoughtfully kind, asking us to do the same, asking us to leave a legacy of joy, a legacy of giving. In his time of sickness, he invited us to use our eyes on his behalf and our hearts to see and feel how awake he can be through us, how alive he can be through the work that we do. My father survived cancer, and he brought with him the eyes of a dying person who is grateful simply to breathe, but at the same time understood that there are many people who can breathe, but do so with such strain and heartache because their life is a bastion of hopelessness and helplessness. My father taught us that there's more than gratefulness for what we get, but we should have wisdom, clarity, kindness, and a passionate enthusiasm to do what is right to help hurting humanity. Or he would say, if you live a life worthy of legacy, then using your trade is a good place to start. For me, the African Women Mobilization Commission is the program that I started to cure any sense that I may have about what to do or what not to do. Arise early, In the morning, I pour myself some coffee implicit before me. And before I would take a sip, I would ask myself, what promise would my day bring to somebody's well-being? This is my personal act of sacrament, full of simplicity, really. A simple prayer, a sip of coffee, and a piece of bread is available, if available. A single breath in meditation, a sprinkling of water on the forehead, an exchange of kind words and blessings upon people I don't even know. People that I don't even know, but I am willing to be the surprise in their life. Willing to give them the opportunity to be miraculous as well, to be imaginative, to be kind and supportive of others. I ask you today, that's my backstory. That's why I do what I do. I ask you to be a support in one of our support systems today. Based on what we present to you, it is my hope that you will see fit to help this organization, or while you're at it, perhaps even be a member of the organization. One more thing I want to leave you with that he said to me, and he sang it like a song. Uwa, when you die tomorrow, what would your tombstone say? What can you say that you've done for anyone to make anybody's life worth living? So today I ask you, what would your tombstone say? Donate to OMC, be a part of OMC. Then your tombstone can actually say, here is a person who really did the best they could to help humanity. Thank you. Thank you so very much for being here today.